Step your game up.
But a cult following is what you want, because that's the people that are gonna rock with you forever. Yeah. And then when they quote unquote get too old for the music, they're gonna talk to their kids about you. You know what I'm saying? So a cult following is how certain rock groups that get passed down to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, in hip hop, it's kind of like they call it a young man's sport, but which is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's bigger than anything else we've ever created as a culture. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than the blues, is bigger than jazz and all of that, which are like my two favorite genres. You know what I'm saying? But it superseded that. And within those genres, ain't no age limit. You know what I'm saying? It's music. We're talking about something that's timeless. How is there an age limit to an art? You know what I mean? It should become more mature. So no 40-year-old rapper should be trying to sound like these young drill cats. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But your demographic grew with you, so that's who you rhyme to. You know what I'm saying? They don't turn it to Hot 97 no more because they don't want to hear nothing on Hot 97. But if you spit for your demographic, just grown man rap. Sean P coined that phrase. You know what I'm saying? Spit grown man rap. There go your demographic.
But what is it? Why is like England and America so different?
Yo, I don't know. It seemed like they got a different appreciation for the music. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like Jimi Hendrix, for example, you know what I'm saying, was struggling to get signed here, blew out in England first. You know what I'm saying? What was it that they missed, or Nina Simone picking up and moving over to France, or whatever the case may be? Just the breakdance competitions alone, the DJ competitions from here to there are ridiculous. The graffiti.
In Japan.
Japan, especially. But just like, I don't know, we create something and then we shit on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we create something beautiful and then just whatever. We don't like try to nurture it or keep it pure. And pure don't mean ain't no room for the new shit. Pure just mean parameters. You know what I'm saying? And who said it? I think Chuck D said hip hop should have subgenres. You know what I'm saying? Like, because any other, so rock, you got metal, you got alternative, you got all this other stuff. Hip hop should have the same thing, because you have so many different styles. You got drill, you got trap, you know what I'm saying? You got underground, you got, hardcore, you know what I'm saying? You got almost like some old emo shit, alternative hip hop, basically, you know what I'm saying? And all of it fit. There's room for all of that, but it should not be all within the confines of hip hop no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too broad. That can mean anything. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your definition of hip hop? If you had to just break it down.
I mean, shit, it's going to be what the forefathers called it. You know what I'm saying? The MCing, the DJing, the breakdancing, the graffiti, and the fifth element being the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because it came from the streets and the bottom, that knowledge is important. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no separation. You know? So, that's what it was defined as. And who am I to just try to jump up and redefine it just because that was 30 years ago or whatever the case was? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we create beauty and we shit on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about preserving. But that doesn't mean what they doing in Chicago ain't hip hop. That doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in the South ain't hip hop at all. It just means that regardless to what you're talking about, there should be some elements, you know what I'm saying? And some type of information. It cannot all be just dance and party. That is not our reality. You know what I'm saying? And this is reality music. So don't give me all the reality when it comes to the negative. Crack, shooting niggas, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes to talking some truth, like what these police doing, mum's the word. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's gangster about that? You know what I mean? Because the dude down the street, so-called from the other side that you got beef with, he ain't got the power over you that the judge got. You know what I'm saying? To give you double-digit numbers, he's not your enemy. You know what I'm saying? For real, that's just an illusion. That's BS. Like, we playing the game. You know what I mean? But I understand the reality within that, and that isn't going to change within the snap of a finger. But I'm just saying, like, be hip to it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I feel I want to say this. I feel like even when it comes to that, there's two types of it. There's like, let me just give you an example. There's like the Hell Rel from Dipset, where you just talking it and just talking violence, and there's the Styles P or the J or the Nas giving you the story behind.
Exactly. There's a difference between glorifying it and just speaking truth. I look at Styles P as just speaking truth. You know what I'm saying? Because who am I to define your reality? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's all you know, then why would I say, there's no room for that, or it's not true, or that's negative? No, you know what I'm saying? No negative, positive. It's just, one is glorifying it because they think that's what it's going to take. You know what I'm saying? They think that's all people want to hear, when really the songs that really penetrate are the real songs. You know what I'm saying? That's why DMX is talked about to this day. Everything he said wasn't positive, but he was honest enough to give you both sides. Everybody knows DMX is a wild dude, and he went through it probably, but he gave you both sides. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, all the Slim Jesuses ain't white. You know what I'm saying? You got some Slim Jesuses that, that cats is fronting, or ignorantly they just want to perpetuate one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go through as human beings a full spectrum of emotions. You know what I'm saying? Laugh, cry, whatever. This is art. Put it out there, because I'm telling you, those songs are going to be the ones that people never forget. You know what I mean?
But what do you think? And you're just a perfect person to ask this. So, what do you think of the Kanye, Drake's, Big Sean, that where you're not talking violence, you're kind of just talking everyday life, but I guess it's your reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone like you from the area you grew up in, what do you look at that as? Like, when you listen to like that type of...
Not the biggest Big Sean fan, just could, never could really get into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, honestly, I'm not going to say that I sat and listened to an album from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? Just to be fair. With Drake, he puts out good music. You know what I'm saying? I could enjoy it for the moment, or while it's on and nod my head to it, like, yo, that's fire. And then it's kind of right on to the next. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, it never really, like, grabbed me. But if he's writing all of that, then one of the best writers, you know what I'm saying, that I've heard, period. And then as far as, like, Kanye, when he's on his shit, and that doesn't mean just hip-hop, but when, like, certain albums you can hear like a real creative muse. And on other albums, maybe it was a little too experimental for me, or maybe it was just like part of his growth. You know what I'm saying? But not every album jumped out at me. But when he's on his thing, then he's killing it. You know what I mean? Both lyric wise, because I don't want to underestimate Kanye. I know he got Rhyme Fest right for him, Consequence right for him. You know what I'm saying? Royce, I heard, did some stuff for him. But still, as a creative individual in hip hop, you gotta give it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's just, I think he shoots himself in the foot with his outbursts. You know what I'm saying? There's been too much chaos. Like, he can say something that's dead truth now, and nobody will pay attention to it because it's Kanye. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, he just put his foot in his mouth one too many times. You know? Creative wise, within hip hop, he's definitely pushed the boundaries, and that's to me what it's about. We should not be where we were in 1995. You know what I'm saying? So although I refer to the 90s a lot and I love that era, it should be progressing. What I feel like is, like, not everything just because it's new is progression. You know what I'm saying? So everything ain't elevation. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit is actually regression. You know what I mean? Exactly. If the content, we're never pushing the envelope, but just being an individual. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, some of these cats never heard, an East Coast identity. So they don't know, you know what I'm saying, like where to pull from. You know? And a lot of it comes from gems being pulled down. Like, I feel like the lack of OGs impacted us, like, all over. You know what I'm saying? Because with life lessons and then music suffered, basically. Because who's the one to, let you know, like, yo, this is where it come from. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you got to be his biggest fan. But if you claim to be part of this culture, at least know. You know what I'm saying? Certain names. Certain names you should definitely know. You know what I'm saying? It definitely shouldn't be on no, oh, fuck that shit, it's about the now. Because that's crazy. you know what I'm saying, shitting on your own culture. You know what I'm saying? In order for the now, there had to be that. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying fuck my grandfather.
And I think one thing I had to learn, because I came up in the early 90s and all that, so right before me, it was like Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, and everything. And what I had to realize is what they were doing was groundbreaking for that time.
Yeah.
And then you appreciate it. And then I understand why they love it. People from that era love it so much because,
there was
at that time
like
there was
before
exactly.
Like, these are the trendsetters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're naming the Nas's
of
the 80s.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Whereas before it, everything was like party hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Busy Bee and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden you hear somebody that's like rhyming in double time. And line for line is fire. With Kane, Rakim especially, line for line is fire. No fillers, no, hey with the girls and all of that. Nah, I'm talking about like boom, boom, boom. That shut down everything before it. You know what I'm saying? So no disrespect, you know what I'm saying, to the OGs, but I'm just saying like everything after that, ain't nobody want to hear that shit no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I feel like Kool G Rap also Kool G Rap, when I learned about him and I found out when he came out, I seen a lot of what I was hearing. I seen the influence. Because his lyrical skill.
Back then.
And that's what I'm saying.
Back then.
Even when I first got onto him, it was like, don't tell me he was rapping like this back then.
Yeah.
This is him back then?
Yeah.
Dudes ain't rapping like this now.
Straight up. And I heard him on something, I want to say like a year ago or so, somebody from like New put him on the track and he's still killing it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
crazy.
That's the thing. Like, you have to kind of pull yourself out of this era and appreciate it for what it is. You know, if you don't preserve your culture, then somebody else will.
Exactly.
And I'd never blame white people for loving our culture. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, like, you should love it just as much, if not more. It can't be do whatever, whenever, or just like, F it. You know what I'm saying? There was integrity to like every movement that popped up. You know what I'm saying? There was shit you could do, shit you couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? You had people that pushed the boundaries, and that's cool too. But as far as the music, it had nothing to do with the skill. So you might have had somebody that was a bugged out individual, but he knew he had to like stay within these confines or just supersede it, make it better. Not this bubblegum, regurgitated, like
everybody running through one lane.
It's like a mold. Let me just freak a little bit of my style into this mold, and hopefully it'll blow. There's no longevity in that. Because anybody that we still talking about from 10 years ago were innovators. They were the first ones to do it. You know
exactly. And that's what everybody forgot.
Exactly. Anybody that tried that copycat shit just for the moment, anybody talking about them no more. You know what I'm saying? The only people that last are the innovators. You know what I'm saying?
Step